I just wanted to highlight this area here in southwest Tasmania. Um, it is south of um, Ida Bay and Hastings, and also just west of Copple Creek, and it looks like you can drive into it through Copple Creek. Yeah, there it is. There's the road there that comes. Is that a road or a river? It's hard to tell. But anyway, this is like a four-wheel drive zone, and the reason why I wanted to cover this is because it's actually a really good way to go off-grid, is to enter a four-wheel drive park and then resupply every 2 weeks. So you've got your camper or you've got your trailer and your car, and you resupply every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks, or some people will even do every month. And you can do that out here because there's water. If you zoom in here on this four-wheel drive track, there's water out there to use. So I mean, you can wash your car and stuff like that, and you know, you can have the water that you've taken out there with you as drinking water, and then you can use these. You know, you can wash your clothes out of it and all that sort of stuff in the four-wheel drive park here. Crosses the Cataman River. And there's some other areas as well where where you can see the four-wheel drive tracks are crossing rivers, and also you can see here right at the back here, you can see these little campsites here have opened up, and this is from people literally doing exactly what I said. They get their cars, they drive out there for a couple of weeks at a time, and then they drive back, resupply, and then drive back in and drive back out, and you just refuel and just grab bags of shopping and go back out again. And so it's within. I included it in my off-grid zone, and I think that there is a bit of traffic there, but it's still it's great if you've got a vehicle, if you've got a four-wheel drive. I think most of the roads look as if they do have two-wheel drive access, like because of the amount of vegetation in the area. I think that you don't have much loose dirt, and muddy, sort of slidey, muddy tracks with deep ruts. So your ruts, I don't think, it doesn't look like they've worn deep ruts into these roads, which means that you can access these tracks with a two-wheel drive, like a little hatchback or something like that, and get off-grid for a few weeks. And so you can also get in through these areas here. You can see, but there's the main road that you take down to Cockle Creek. I'd say there'd be a turn off into that four-wheel drive zone from the road that goes down into Cockle Creek. And like I said before, if you don't have a car, if you're not renting a vehicle out of Hobart, you can always rent vehicles or buy vehicles out of Hobart. But otherwise, you got to get it across you got to get your car across on the ferry, which I believe departs from Geelong. It's called the Spirit of Tasmania, and it's about $500, and it departs from Geelong, and it passes out this bay here and goes down to Devonport, and from Devonport you have to drive your car all the way down. It takes a couple of hours to get to Hobart, I believe, if you're using the GPS, and then another couple of hours to get to Cockle Creek. You'd have to do your resupplies in and out of Hobart, or you'd have to do your shopping in and out of Hobart, I'd say. I can't really, unless you want to buy, if there's be a food, I don't know where the nearest Foodland is or the nearest shopping centre to Cockle Creek is, but it's only a couple of hours to Hobart anyway, from Cockle Creek. I don't know whether they've got Foodlands out there. I'll have to get out a different map. Doesn't look like there's one in Hobart. They'll probably have an Audi in Hobart. There we go. We've got Audis in Hobart. So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out because I think that is the best way to go off grid. It's something that you can maintain as well. Particularly, it's fairly cheap to do as well. You just drive in and out of Audi basically every 3 weeks on average, and you just grab what you want out of Audi and then come out and just go off grid for a couple of weeks. It's a good way just to explore the area, to familiarise yourself with the area, and just get that time alone in comfort. Because the one thing about packing in and out, like backpacking in and out of this area, is that after 2 weeks, you're exhausted. You haven't had any sugar. You haven't had much in the way of sweets and snacks and stuff like that. It's not very comfortable. You miss out on music. You don't have electricity. With a car, you've got you've got your phone, you've got your touchpad, you've got entertainment. You can actually stay out there for 3 weeks at a time without getting bored. Without you've got movies, you've got heater, you've got aircon, you've got more things, you've got more space to storage. You can bring more things out there. You've got an engine, which means you get in and out of the area quickly. If you're packing in and out, you're walking in and out of these places. You've got to you don't have an engine. You'll find that you'll go deeper with the engine into the national park than you sometimes will on foot. You get deeper into the national park with a car, just simply because you sit behind an engine. You're really able to cover a lot more distance faster. It's also safer in a car as well. If you're on foot, you don't really have any. In a tent, you don't really have that physical barrier to protect you from things like when you've got your vehicle in this area, you've got you've got a cabin essentially. You've got a cabin to sort of snooze in that keeps you safer in general, which is important. I don't know if you're allowed pets out there. I don't know if you're allowed to bring your dogs out there and stuff like that. I don't think you are, but I mean, anyway, I just thought I'd point that out.